Hi, my name is Kyle Russell, and today we are going to discuss how to control distance using the Kung Fu cross stance. So let's start off with what is a cross stance. Cross stance just means that your legs are crossed. There's standing variations and there's sitting variations, and there's just controlling your height by bending that back leg. So first of all, let's look at closing the distance. Now we can close distance in a few different ways. The main thing, of course, is to step towards them. One of the most common ways is to drop as you step towards and hammerfish the growing, or perhaps come over, step towards them into that cross stance and do a back fist up high. You might also just step past them. You can step past with a kidney shot, or you might use that as a transition step to go into another movement. For example, if we step past them, we can unwind that into an elbow up high. Now those are all ways to get into boxing range. What if we don't want to be in boxing range? Maybe we want to be in kicking range instead. Well, that's fine. Just from here, we're going to use our feet. We don't want to get as close, so we may not want to step as far past, because the further we step past, the closer we're going to be, right? So by using a more shallow step, we can set things up like the side thrust kick, or we might come through with a hook kick. Just gives us that little bit of distance. Puts us straight in to that kicking range that we want to be in. What if we don't want either one of those? We need to move away from the opponent. Well, that can happen if, say, we miss a roundhouse kick. Well, we can come into this cross stance and use what we call cross cover. You see it in my kicking sets from the version of chuan that I was taught. So we throw this kick, we step over, and we unwind. So it's sort of a two-step approach: step into cross stance, step out of cross stance, and it gives us that distance. So these are a few different ways that you can use the cross stance to kind of control the distance, getting closer, getting into boxing range. If we need to, we can actually be in grappling range, use it to get into kicking range, or use it to get out of range. Sometimes you'll strike while stepping out if you're trying to get away. Alright, so these are just some of the ways that you can use cross stance to control distance in your practice.